even before you get the visa, the the most important thing that anyone should start looking for would be the accommodation. So there could be multiple ways, but the one that I followed was looking online. There are multiple housing portals online, and eventually, as you go and as you dig in through the websites and the material available online, you'll be able to figure out which all places are available near the university, and then you can eventually start contacting either the brokerage or the brokering services, or you can directly start contacting the management services. I would say negotiate in terms of the financial aspect. The possibility of negotiation is very low because here the mindset is little bit different than it was in Indian uh, leasing agencies or the management. So negotiation as such is not possible here, but still you can negotiate for few things, but not much. I am spending $450 per person as a rent, plus utility includes gas and electricity bill, which comes around $50 every month. And apart from that, there is traveling and other personal expenditure that would sum up to around $150. So I intend to spend around $650 to $700 a month. For 23 years of my life, I was living with a family in Bombay. I had never shifted to anywhere. I had never lived in any hostel or any place away from home for more than a week. So it was a big transition. But the transition was very fast. As soon as you land in United States, eventually you'll meet a lot of new people. You'll have to mingle with your roommates at the first place. Eventually you'll start meeting different peoples within your university, within your course, within your college. You'll start meeting different people in terms of your professional aspirations. So you might not get enough time to think about everything on a daily basis, but after a while, maybe after a couple of months, it was little bit difficult for few days. I was feeling a bit homesickness. Yes, the weather of Northeast is way different than it was in India. Winters are colder. You get a lot of snowfall during winters. Summers are little bit in mid 50s or 40s. So weather is the biggest difference on the first place. Second place, I did not see much difference in terms of the lifestyle of Bombay and Boston, considering the public transportation scenario, considering the number of people you see every time whenever you go out on a street at any point of time. 2 weeks before the program starts or within 2 weeks of your program starting date should be fine. Like 10 days to 15 days, between 10 to 15 days before your program starts. There would be two orientation is what I remember. One is a common orientation of university for all the international students. Another would be a departmental orientation for every respective department. And the orientation would be within the first week of the college. Both the orientation basically are mandatory. University orientation is more of a general idea in how Boston is as a country, as a city, how Northeastern as a university, which all places are there in Boston, which all places are there in Northeastern. That's what they talk in the university orientation. Wherein in terms of departmental orientation, they would go a little bit more into detail, as well as they will also give a chance to mingle within your classmates. There were around 37, 38 students in my class. We were around 7 to 8 Indians, 5 to 7 Asians, Asians, what I mean by them is the Chinese or the Japanese. Uh, 5 to 6 of from different other countries, including UAE, Egypt, and then the rest of them were American. Around 40 to 50% of the students were having some or the other experience prior to they join the master's program. There are ample opportunities within university, which includes Indian cultural group where you can participate. There would be fashion show, there would be cultural program every year. So that is one of the groups. There are student government bodies which you can participate into. Along with that, there are multiple department oriented groups